I'm a classic car guy. I prefer my classic cars over modern cars. But I also really like cars with interesting backstories, you know, stuff like the GT40. Or this, the BMW M1. See, this has an interesting backstory as well, which is why it's one of my favourite cars in the world. It was spawned back in the 1970s, when BMW decided they wanted to go racing and partnered with Lamborghini, which is why it's a wedge-shaped supercar, because, you know, that's what Lamborghini does best. Countach, Diablo, Murcielago, and now also the more modern ones, which are like the Aventador and Gallardo and Huracan. But problems arose, and partway through the making of this car, Lamborghini left BMW to their own devices to make something that they'd never done before. It was an impossible task that BMW rose to, and eventually in 1978, the M1 went on sale. It was only intended to be homologation special, which is where a certain number of cars that are road legal need to be built, and that are closely related to the race car, so that the race car can go racing. Which is lucky, really, because no one bought this. Seriously, it went on sale from 1978 to 1981, I think. And only 600 of them, well, not even 600 of them were made and sold. But BMW learned from their mistakes. They realised that they could recycle two things from this car. The first is that M badge from the boot. BMW made M cars before, but they weren't called M cars, they were just BMWs. N comes from their motorsport division, or the M division, which were first created previously in the 70s, well, earlier in the 70s, to make the 3-litre CSL, another race car. And then they also realised that they could take that 3.5-litre straight-six engine. Now, the M badge and the 3.5-litre straight-six came together once again in another, much more famous BMW. The E12 M5. And that is where the M division, as we know it, was made. Fast saloons. And the rest, as they say, is history. And it's all thanks to a failed deal with Lamborghini. The M1 was made to go Group 4 racing, which is like big supercar in wide-body kit racing. This car, well, the M1 also has a wide-body kit in dealership Tycoon. You didn't see me driving it earlier. I was just using the standard M1. But there is a wide-body kit. And this is where Dealership Tycoon devs made me happy. Look! It's the Group 4 body kit for the M1. So it is now the M1 Pro car. Even complete with BMW racing livery. Dealership Tycoon devs, you have made me incredibly happy with this. This is the one time where I will be absolutely happy just driving this car in a wide body all the time. You can really tell it's a supercar designed to go racing because it's quick. It does 251 miles an hour at the top end. But also, if you just slow it down and then put your foot down again, it really just goes. There's no sign of turbo lag or... No, wait, never mind, there wouldn't be any turbo lag because it hasn't got a turbo. But still, there's no sign of, like, any delay. You just put your thumb on the pedal, and it goes. And it goes really quick as well. It's a very, very good car, performance-wise. But as you all know, I'm a corners person, so corners are more important to me. Fortunately, the M1 delivers just as well, if not better, there. The brakes are genuinely so good Sometimes you find in Dealership Tycoon that cars, yes, they have good brakes, but the brakes are more like an on-off switch rather than you can slow down at whatever pace you want. But in this, they're just right. You know how much you want to slow down, and it's not violent. And then in the corners, you just flow. It's so good, and it feels so good as well. This is genuinely such a brilliant car. I'm glad they did it justice in Dealership Tycoon. I've put the Group 4/Pro car body kit on it, just for this hot lap. You know, an M1 Pro car actually got a specially designed and specially personally painted livery made by Andy Warhol. It was one of BMW's art cars. Anyway, let's see how this piece of art goes around the test track. Flying up this hill. Just click that checkpoint and brake. Oh, I went wide. But don't worry, because that means I can flow into the next corner easier. Try and keep it as narrow through these tunnels as possible. Underneath the rock arch. Oh, just clip the outside of the checkpoint. That's really good. And then brake. 33.1. You could probably do it better, but I don't care because that was a fun lap and I enjoyed it. It is a shop car, so I have to sort of give you buyer's advice. Should you buy the BMW M1? Yes. I love this car. It's a great, great car. I don't care what anyone else thinks. There's no other alternative. Buy a BMW M1. It won't let you down. Thank you all for watching. Now, I'm going to give you a trigger warning for next video. It contains a fake model car. And on that bombshell, hopefully I will see you then. And now for the blooper reel, which there is a lot of bloopers for this video. Like the Ford GT40. The other thing they realised they could... What the fuck? What? Where a certain number of cars are needed to be made that are road legal, so that the... take the 3.5 litre straight 6 from this car and combine them into another car. This car and its engine, which is pretty cool. Anyway, what? Okay, so I just came in to shoot the thumbnail. What the fuck is this? Have I unlocked a new third person mode or something? I'll see ya. Wonder if I can... Oh. Well, this is good.